Tapovana presents Ayurvani, speaking the language of healing.
Namaste, this is Dr. Amrita, and I welcome you all to Ayurvani, Tapovana Health Series, speaking the language of healing. So, today we have come with another interesting topic, that is Shadrasas, where Shad means six and Rasa means taste. Shadrasa form the basis of nutrition in Ayurveda. And to dive deep into the topic, we have a today's guest, Dr. Vanishri Aital, the Chief Consultant at Tapovana Wellness Center, Manipal. So we all know that rasa means taste, but it is far more than just a flavor perceived by your tongue. In a classical text like Charaka and Sushruta Samhita, our acharyas have explained that rasa is the first experience of the food and medicine, and it has immediate influence on your body. So what's your take on this, doctor?
Yes, Amrita, food is the central to human health in every medical system. So in today's world where nutrition is dominated by, carbohydrates, calories, protein charts, Ayurveda reminds us that food is not just nutrition, it's about energy, it's about emotion and medicine. So we speak nutrition in terms of doshas, we speak nutrition in terms of agni or the digestive capacity, we speak in terms of rasas or different tastes, and vipaka means post digestive effect, etc. So both the approaches are aimed to maintain good health, but the methods and foundations and perspectives differ significantly. So each taste is like unique frequency. It's much more than a flavor on your tongue. It's the first interaction your body has with the food. So it immediately influences your digestion, your mood, and your doshas. So when we consume all the six tastes in right balance, the whole system harmonizes.
Okay. So when we say Shadrasas, we all know that it is Madhura Amla Lavana Katu Tikta Kashaya.
Yes.
But I'm sure when I said this, most of our audience will have no idea what it is. So it would be great if you could explain this in easy words.
Yeah. So, to better understand this, in the language of chemical composition, we can say it as Madura. You can compare it with all types of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Amla is some kind of acid like citric or ascorbic acid. Lavana, it's your micronutrients like sodium, and then katu is more of phenolic compounds, and tikta is glycosides and alkaloids, and the last one is the kashaya. You can compare it with the tannins.
Okay. So these were the explanation that was given thousands of years back.
Hmm.
And now over the period of time, the food patterns, food fashion, food trends have like so much differed. Why do you think it's even more relevant today than in the past?
So this question holds more important because there are so many digestive issues nowadays we can see in people with, commonly we can see acidity, irritable bowel syndromes or the IBS, bloating, constipation, food intolerance. So somewhere these issues are very much related to various diet trends and that we are having today. So, needless to say, our diet today has become extremely taste imbalanced, and most of us just rely on heavily on three main tastes like sweet, salt, and spicy. But Ayurveda believes such an imbalanced diet is a major cause for illness, including nutritional deficiencies.
Okay. So it would be great if you could explain it further what exactly it does
Yeah.
to maintain the doshas and bodily constituents.
See, Ayurveda has in detail explained about the role of each rasas. So, in balanced digestion, madura or the sweet, taste, what you call it, nourishes. Amla or the sour, it stimulates. Lavana or the salt taste aids for absorption. Katu or pungent increases metabolism, and tikta or bitter detoxifies, and the last one, the kashaya rasa or the astringent, what you can say, it tightens and tones the body. So when all these six rasas is present, the digestion functions smoothly. But when we rely only on few tastes, like what I earlier said, like sweet, salty, or spicy, then it creates imbalance, leading to many of the chronic issues.
Okay, I think out of those six, three can be practically experienced. That is like one is like amla. When you said it increases secretion, when we have a small bite of amla, we
Mm.
suddenly see our salivary glands get secreted so much
Exactly.
saliva. And then when we come to lavana, we all know that most of the doctors says don't eat too much of salt, but because you have this water retention in your body where it
Correct.
has functioning in absorption.
Correct.
And then lastly, when we come to bitter taste, that is tikta, detoxification.
Correct.
Most of them use neem, karela juice for body detoxification. So
Yeah.
I think it's very much scientific based rather than a mere principle.
Correct. It is something like it's not that after the disease come you start using this particular kind of taste. So Ayurveda always says all the types of taste in your daily food. So you needn't have to be thinking about how to balance your food and what is the right amount of carbohydrates, protein. You needn't have to think so much about it when you have all the six rasas in your food. So balancing doshas in this stressful world is little difficult. So today's lifestyle mostly increases vata and pitta doshas in the body, like fast paced schedules, increasing screen times, and irregular meal times. But the shadrasas act like natural tools to balance these disturbances. So we can say that sweet, sour, salty comes vata. Sweet, bitter, and astringent soothes pitta. Pungent, bitter, and astringent lightens kapha.
So I think this explanation directly gives me a reminder of the shloka that I've learned in my graduation. Tattadyam maritam gnanti tres tiktadaya kapam kashaya tiktamadara pittamannetu kurvate.
Correct.
To be honest, while reading the shloka, we really didn't realize it has so much good practical application. But now in day-to-day life, we see it's nothing but just your daily life explained in Sanskrit language.
Correct. So in this modern world where stress and overstimulation are norm, the six rasas behave like emotional stabilizers hidden inside our meals.
That's an actually a great practical way of explaining Shadrasas. So now that we have learned so much importance about Shadrasas and its practical application too, very layman question I would go to. People might ask, okay, Shadrasas in Indian cuisine is fine. What about the other country cuisines like pizza, pasta? How can we see Shadrasas in those food items? So what would you say for that?
Seafood items, as you said, like pizzas and pastas, are Italian cuisine. So eating them in tropical countries like India itself, in India, it's a desha viruddha. Yeah, so it's not practically good to have here. We see that most of the Italian cuisine is heavy to digest and it is kafakara, what you say, pizza and pastas, but they always have liquids with these food, which lights and aids in digestion. So it's not just what food we consume, but it's in what combination we consume makes the difference. So before adapting a different food pattern, it's very important to learn that food pattern first. Yeah.
True. So with this question comes another question. There is high risk of overeating and cravings. Even though you have stomach full of food, there are people who crave for sweets or desserts immediately after the food. So what to be fact, knowing that Shadrasas will help in this, but it will be surprising for an audience to know that they don't need any fancy solution to solve this overeating or cravings. It's just following these Shadrasas will help. But still, I would like you to put lights on this.
Yes, cravings are huge in modern life. Why? Because our diet lacks variety in taste, as I said. When all six rasas are present in a meal, the brain receives the signal that the nutrition is complete. So, this reduces overeating or binging, what you call, or cravings. And such taste behaves like a natural medicine.
True. I think for this also we can, I think every one of us have experienced when we eat a very sweet dish or a dessert, we feel so calm and our mind feels so relaxed. At the same time, when we eat something sour or salty, we suddenly get that stimulation. And when we eat something bitter, we should get all our senses together because we hate that. So I think when we have different tastes in our meals, our mind be very conscious of what we eat. So that will definitely help overeating and cravings.
Correct.
So next, I would like to ask you about how is Shadrasas helpful in mental balance?
Correct. So you have observed, or we have been observing, most of us eat while scrolling the phone, or attending calls, or watching TV. So Shadrasa brings us back to mindful eating. When our tongue tastes all the six rasas, our mind becomes more conscious of what we are eating. So Ayurveda says that mindful eating activities activates the brain and digestive enzymes even before the food enters your stomach. So this is something science now calls as cephalic phase of digestion.
True. So I think it's very much fascinating and joyful to know that our Ayurvedic principles and knowledge is now getting scientific research article support too.
Yes.
So I hope more of our audience will learn this in both the perspectives and follow a very mindful lifestyle. So we have finished Shadrasas on physical impact and mental impact. Now I would like to ask you about emotional well-being.
Yes, definitely. Each taste has its own emotional value. So, for example, the sweet has love and contentment, sour is enthusiasm, salty is groundedness, pungent is focus and clarity, bitter is detachment and purification, and astringent is withdrawal, introspection.
So I think no wonder when we are all happy, we would want to eat sweet than bitter. So it's all connected to emotions too. So what extra insights would you like to give us on Shadrasas?
See, in today's world of fast food, processed food, chronic diseases, lifestyle imbalances, Ayurveda through Shadrasas offer a way back to balance. So, teaching us to experience food and not just to eat, see the food as medicine and not just as fuel. It connects with the body and the soul.
True. So I think this forms the bridge between joy and balance. So next time when you sit in front of your plate to have your meal, ask yourself whether your meal has all six rasas. If yes, it's a great win. But if your answer is no, not to worry. We will be coming back with few more episodes where we will include individual rasas, their importance, and food in specific. Till then, stay mindful, stay connected.